on this day in history. What do a medieval king, a vaccine that saved lives, and a red double-decker bus have in common? They all play a part in the fascinating history of the 6th of July. Let's journey through time and uncover the stories that shape this day. In English law, the phrase time immemorial refers to a time beyond legal memory, and that memory has a specific beginning. The 6th of July, 1189. It marks the day Richard I, also known as Richard the Lionheart, ascended to the English throne. Everything before that, legally speaking, it's considered ancient history. On this day in 1785, across the Atlantic, the United States Congress made a defining decision. They officially named their national currency the dollar and adopted a decimal coinage system. It was a key moment in building a new economy for a brand new country. In 1854, near Jackson, Michigan, a political movement began to take shape. The first statewide convention of what would become the Republican Party took place. It stood firmly against the expansion of slavery and marked the beginning of a major political force in American history. On the 6th of July, 1885, Louis Pasteur took a monumental step in medical science. He successfully tested his rabies vaccine on a young boy named Joseph Meister. It was the first time a human had been successfully treated for the deadly disease, a breakthrough that changed the course of medicine forever. The same date, in 1907, saw the birth of one of Mexico's most iconic artists. Known for her vivid and emotional self-portraits, Kahlo would go on to become a symbol of resilience, individuality, and revolutionary creativity. Moving to 1940, in Brisbane, Australia, the Story Bridge was officially opened. It remains the longest cantilever bridge in the country. Originally called the Jubilee Bridge, it was later renamed in honor of John Douglas Story, the public servant who championed its construction. In 1946, an action movie legend was born. Sylvester Stallone entered the world in New York City. He would go on to create and star in the Rocky and Rambo series, films that would define the action genre for generations. Just a year later, on the 6th of July 1947, the Soviet Union began mass-producing the AK-47 rifle, designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov. This assault rifle would go on to become one of the most recognizable and controversial weapons in modern warfare. Now to 1964. The Beatles' film A Hard Day's Night had its world premiere in London. Princess Margaret attended, and thousands of fans lined the streets outside the London Pavilion. The Beatles were at the height of Beatlemania, and this film captured it perfectly. And finally, at 4:30 a.m. on the 6th of July 2014, London buses stopped accepting cash payments. From then on, passengers needed an Oyster card, a contactless card, or a travel pass. The move, led by Transport for London, aimed to save £24 million a year and signaled a major shift toward a cashless city. From royal coronations and vaccines to bridges, revolutions, and Beatlemania, the 6th of July has seen the world change in remarkable ways. History isn't just a list of dates. It's a living record of ideas, actions, and breakthroughs that still echo in our lives today. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed today's dive into history, and come back tomorrow for more stories you didn't know you needed to know.